Hello, welcome to another episode of Macari's Meanderings, where I meander about a topic, get something out of it, and hopefully you get something out of it too, because I hope to make this channel useful. So today, I'm going to talk about losing weight. Yeah, the title is totally honest. I've lost weight like 4 times in the last 4 years, so I thought to myself, somebody should say something about that on YouTube. So, how to do that? Not all the ways I did it are recommended. Really not recommended. Okay, so first time I lost weight. Well, actually, the first time I gained weight, like I really gained weight, was 4 years ago. I had a very poor diet, a lot of eating out, burgers, a lot of burgers, fries, sodas, no ice cream, just really burgers, fries, and sodas, like repeat visits to burger joints and stuff like that. Oh, and Subway, always Subway sandwiches. Um, Gosh, I miss those. Anyway, so all that stuff. That's what I used to do. I was in a very, very quick-paced part of my life back then. I didn't have a whole lot of time. Very bad life balance. So I started eating out more. Now, so yeah, that's when I gained weight. So then the problem came of, well, how do I lose it now? And so I did a little bit of poking around, and so what I ended up doing was I threw out all the junk food. No burgers, no fries, no soda, no cookies, no Subway, no nothing of that. No Dorito chips, no potato chips, no nothing. Okay, I just threw all that stuff out. Um, so what I replaced it with instead was, let's see, pork and beans. Actually, what I used to do is I used to take, first of all, it's all natural pork sausage. None of the nitrites or any of that stuff in there. So I would take pork sausage, chop it all up, throw it in with a whole can of refried beans. Not the best kind of beans, really, but it was the best I knew of at the time, and it went together pretty well. So then I'd cook them together, the pork and beans. Then I'd top it with a lot of lettuce, put cheese on top of that, shredded cheese, and then put salsa all over the top of that. And I gotta tell you, man, that was gotta be one of my favorite dishes that I ever made. And I don't make a whole lot of dishes because I don't really care about the kind of food I eat as much when it comes to like taste and all that and preferences. For me, if it's food and it tastes good, I'm gonna eat it. There are some foods I don't like. I'm not a fan of seafood. Hate seafood. I will have shrimp. Shrimp's cool. But fish, gross. Anyway, so that was one meal that I had, and I would usually have some fruit with that, like mandarins or pears or apples, whatever I could find that was good and cheap enough. Um, the other meal that I would eat was eggs and bacon. And the bacon would be all natural, no nitrates, no nitrites, none of that stuff in there. It would be natural bacon. So, what else would I have with the bacon and eggs? I guess that was about it. Well, aside from a fruit. Always fruit. Fruit and veggies with everything. There was, wherever I had a meal, there was fruit and veggies to go with it. The other thing was that I should mention is that all the food that I got was that all natural stuff. And that all natural label really, okay, it doesn't mean as much as it used to, but it still means something because they don't put in nitrates, they don't put in nitrites, they don't do growth hormones or any of that GMO crap and stuff. So, just to clarify, that's what I got. Everything I got was organic. I did have Ezekiel bread after my weight got under control because I got to the point where my body was, metabolism and everything was working better. So I was able to have some bread. And Ezekiel bread is one of the few kinds of bread that you can really have that's actually not, it's not potato bread, it's not whole wheat bread, you know. Um, so that's what I did the first time to lose weight. Literally, those two meals is basically what I ate. And that was it. I'm a very simple guy. A very, people might think that's a really strict regimen. To me, I'm grateful. I like having food to eat. I like eating food, and whatever it is that's good for me, I'm going to eat it. I'm happy with what's good for me. I don't have to have all the cakes and cookies and all this. I don't have cravings like other people do. I don't know why. Um, Let's see. Other details I should mention? Oh, occasionally. Occasionally, if I wanted to go out with a friend or something like that, yeah, I would go out and have a burger and fries and all that. But when I got home, I made sure I had my fruits and veggies. So, you know, it's not like you can't ever do that ever again, unless your body doesn't let you do that. For my own purposes and my own ways of life, I really don't think I'm going to do that ever again because it does hurt my system. So, anyway, more on that part later. But anyway, so yeah, that's just, it's a very strict down diet, but it works, and that utility means more to me than, you know, ooh, I really wish I could have that cake, you know. I'm just not attached to that, attached to food. Go figure. So that's the first time I lost weight. Oh, and always drink a lot of water. Water's good. Water is really good. Okay. The second time I lost weight, let's see. So the second time I gained weight, it was, yeah, basically the same thing. I was eating out a little too much, so I had to cut down on that. Okay. And, well, so I changed my diet back to what I was doing before, where I just cut out all the crap and just ate the good stuff, right, the healthy things. Okay, well, that actually didn't quite work the way it did the first time. The first time, my weight just left me, and I was no longer a 34. I was like a 33 or a 32. You know, I mean, it was just, went from, when the first time I gained weight, I should mention I was 36, 37. But then it went down to like 33 or 32 the first time I lost my weight. So I get back up again, not quite that high, maybe 35, um, and I cut down again, or I try to, but then my weight doesn't leave me. So I go, okay, well, let's go online and look it up. So I go online and I discover apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar basically destroys the bad bacteria in your gut without harming the good stuff. In fact, I think it actually helps the good stuff. Like, it gets rid of the bad stuff and it helps promote the good stuff as well. Which, getting rid of the bad stuff in of itself is a good thing. I mean, that helps promote, but I think it might do something else separate from that. So, apple cider vinegar I use to lose weight, and I only had 2 tablespoons a day. Either with water or straight. I tended to take it straight, which is, if you're going to take it straight, like, get it done really fast before your body realizes what you're doing. Like, once you inhale the smell of apple cider vinegar, your hairs stand on end because your body understands what you're about to put down it, you know, and it's a strong thing. It's a strong thing, but it's really good for you to have. Again, it's not that tasty unless you like, I like sour things. Like, I can drink lemon juice like it's water, and I will be perfectly happy. Apple cider vinegar, powerful stuff. Stronger than kombucha. Way stronger than kombucha. Kombucha, by the way, is, well, when it goes down, it feels like it's soda, but it's actually good for you. That's a whole other topic, though, and I'm not that well versed on it. But it's basically fermented stuff. Anyway, so with apple cider vinegar and changing my diet, then I lost weight again, and I went back down to normal, 32, 33. Now, soon after I lost weight, unfortunately, I had a staph infection in my wrist from, I believe, an ingrown hair follicle. There were no bug bites or anything like that. There's no indication that there was any penetration of the skin from any pets or bugs. Nothing. I just had a little bump on my wrist, and I thought, well, that's weird, kind of painful, hurts a little bit. Go check out with the doctor. Oh, he doesn't, nothing, just a little weird skin thing. And then we saw the telltale red line of infection, and I was like, oh, this is bad. So I go to the ER, they give me antibiotics and all that stuff. And that's when I learned how antibiotics are very bad. So I lost weight again, but this time it wasn't through my own means. It was because of the medication I had been given. And so I just lost a ton of weight, and I had to learn more about health in order to regain my weight and all that stuff. And so then I came back to normal again. So that's the part where I say, don't lose weight that way. Just try to avoid situations where you have to take antibiotics. Then you won't lose weight quite so much. I actually lost way too much weight. But I mean, hey, at least I didn't go the other direction. So there's that. And then I got some proper other medication that helped me get my weight back. So that's good. And that's when I started learning even more about naturopathic stuff. Then I'm at my normal weight. Okay, I'm at my normal weight again. But then I'm having some other health troubles also related to the antibiotics, so I gotta take care of that. In order to do that, I had to change my diet again. Um, so I went from a high sugar, high carb diet down to a good, normal meats, veggies, fruit, and dairy diet. And you have to be picky about your dairy. I only eat raw dairy now. Eat, drink. Well, you can do both, actually, in both cases. But anyway, um, and then I had more sugar and carbs again. Then I went back to normal with the apple cider vinegar and switching my diet up. Then I went down further than I was supposed to because of some medication. Then I came back up because of other medication. And now I'm at the point where I've lost weight again. This time it's a good thing, though. It's okay. It's not like some crazy medication. I had to change diets for another time. Um, so I've been having some other health issues, gut issues, right? Um, so in order to help that heal, I've been doing the gut and psychology syndrome diet called the GAPS diet. Um, and what that basically is a really stripped down diet. Like, if you think that my first diet of eggs and bacon and Ezekiel bread and fruit and the second meal of the day that I'd have pork and beans with lettuce and cheese. If you think that's limited, the diet I'm on now is basically just meats and veggies. And we're not talking baked chicken with the best seasoning in the world. We're talking about boiled chicken, boiled beef, boiled everything's boiled. And the only thing you can really put on it is salt. That is it. So that's the diet I'm on now. I'm actually at the point where I can have a little more variety in my food, but it's still a very limited diet. And now you start off having nothing but boiled meat, veggies, boiled veggies, that also has to be boiled, and the soup that accompanies it. That is the diet at the very beginning. The GAPS diet has several stages to it. I'm now at the point where I can have some baked meat, but we don't do that too much. I don't really do that too much. But you know, and the soups, but I can also have some fruits and veggies. I mean, you always had veggies that just got boiled too, but I can have fruit, which you can eat raw. Just saying, you don't have to boil the fruit. That's okay. And but you know, just starting out the diet the way I did, my weight definitely went down again. I think I'm still there. I don't think I really gained anything, and I'm just a two-meal kind of guy. You know, I go on 2 meals and my body's perfectly happy. I'm okay with it. Um, well, anyway, so that's how you lose weight 4 times in 4 years. Each year something weird happens where I lose weight, and then I have to gain it back again. Then I lose it again. I have to gain it back again. Brother. So if you want to know how to lose weight, throw out all the sugar, all the carbs, all the bullshit. Throw that out the window. Meats, fruits, veggies, and if you can, some people can't, dairy. That's about it. Oh, plus apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, and you never want to have more than 2 tablespoons, okay? Never want to have more than 2 tablespoons because that can destroy your stomach lining. Apple cider vinegar is strong stuff. If you react strongly to it, maybe take 1 tablespoon. I don't know. I'm not a health practitioner. I'm just saying this is my way of how I lost weight. Okay? So that's how I did it. And hopefully you got something out of this, and maybe you can also develop a diet regimen that works for you as well. You know, there are some people who can't even eat meat. I met a girl one time who could not eat meat. That is so sad. Anyway, you have a good day, or night, or whenever you're watching, and I'll see you in the next one.